Well, the main thing that comes to mind when I think about an athlete is someone who competes, someone who strives to be the best that they can be, someone who pushes their limits and doesn't give up in the face of difficulty. And so this verse, "I can do all this through him who gives me strength," is a great reminder for athletes, particularly in athletic contexts. But its primary meaning is much broader than that. Its primary meaning is this: no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm facing, no matter what the circumstances are, I can make it through because my strength is not derived from the circumstances. My strength is derived from the fact that I have a relationship with Christ, and He gives me the strength that I need. So yes, it's a great verse for athletes, but it's also a great verse for anyone who's going through anything, because it reminds us that our strength is not in ourselves. Our strength is in Him. If we look to Him, He'll give us the strength that we need. You know, one of the things that I think about when I think about athletes is they have a coach, right? They have someone who's guiding them, someone who's helping them to see what their potential is and helping them to reach that potential. And sometimes that means having to do things that are difficult, things that maybe the athlete doesn't feel like doing, but the coach says, you need to do this in order to get better, in order to reach your potential. And the athlete, if they're a good athlete, they listen to the coach. They trust the coach because they know the coach is looking out for their best interest. And that's what this verse reminds us of. It reminds us that we have a coach in heaven, that we have a guide in heaven, that we have an instructor in heaven, and His name is Jesus. And He wants to help us to reach our potential. He wants to help us to get stronger. He wants to help us to get better. And so this verse is a great reminder for us to look to Christ for strength and for guidance, to look to Him and to trust Him, to rely on His strength. Because He'll never let us down. He'll never let us fail. He'll always be there to help us when we need it. You know, the circumstances may be difficult. Circumstances may seem overwhelming. But this verse reminds us that we won't have to be overwhelmed, because we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. That's the main message. And I hope that this is an encouragement to you today, whoever you are, whatever you're going through, that you will remember that you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. And that includes running that race. That includes competing. That includes pushing your limits, because He'll be there to help you every step of the way. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you were encouraged by it. Remember, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength.